Thank you, Aster. Thank you. I would agree that is peak thumbnail design. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think, yes, I think that is 100% the peak thumbnail design. I think it looks fantastic, don't you? It's a little, I'm still perfecting the little cartoon Quoorn. I'm still kind of perfecting the cartoon Quoorn, so we're doing our best. But what is up? How is everyone doing? Welcome, Aster. Welcome, everyone else watching. I'm gonna refresh the page here. I want that to load. Why is this being weird? Yeah, no, we're doing good. We're doing good. Sick. All right, I'm just gonna think of tonight's question. What's up, Rain? Welcome. Tonight's question is, will we lose a Ditto? Of course. I hope not. Will we lose a Ditto? I hope not. Yeah, what is up, Vandergirl? Hump day? Yeah, you know it. Wednesday, we are halfway through the week, Questers. Halfway through the week. How is everyone's week going so far at the halfway point? Mine's not too bad, I'll say that. I mean, aside from the really intense wind and what started as snow and it's now turned into what I think is, or no, what started as rain and it now turned into snow, or I think it's snow right now. I think it might be lightly snowing. I don't know anymore. Yesterday I was in a t-shirt because it was so flippin' hot, and then now I'm in a sweatshirt and long pants again because it's cold. It's cold out. So I don't know what's happening. But how is everyone? Please tell me how is everyone else's week going? Please tell me you have better weather than me. I hope no one else is experiencing this horrible, horrible weather. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yo, if rain is yes, wait, exposed to an ice, wait, okay, there's two ways that I think rain could evolve into snow. Via the ice stone or leveling up in hail. What are your guys' thoughts? If our mod had to evolve, how would rain evolve? I want to say through leveling up through hail. I think that's cool. I think that would be a really cool way to evolve a Pokemon. It's kind of how Goodra works, and I love Goodra. That's a fantastic dragon Pokemon. It's supposed to be colder for, yeah, seriously, about to say, it's like, that's what's annoying, is that it's simultaneously, I feel like everywhere is heating up, but it's also getting really cold, and it's really obnoxious. Ah, crap, I forgot. I thought I could get past this guy, and I definitely, a Pelipper? Dude, that's a really bad Pokemon to be fighting right now, because, like, Pelipper is strong to all my Pokemon. That's good. I'm glad you've had consistently spring weather. I mean, it's just been... Oh, come on. Don't use Roost. Don't use Roost. You sneaky little... Yeah, water. There we go. Double the power. Double the power back. Payback! Oh, for real? That's all it really does? Okay, well, payback again. Man, come on, don't use Roost. Come on. Dude, seriously, Fancy Girl, I feel you. We've had a lot of, like, winds, really high winds that, yeah, have brought, like, storms and stuff along with them, and it has not been fun. I do not like that. I do not like how it's been going, where we've just had all this weird, stormy, ultra windy weather. Luckily, we didn't have too much garbage today, because I didn't put out my today was trash day, and I didn't put out my garbage because I was nervous that 60-mile-per-hour winds were gonna blow away our trash cans. And I'm not here for that. It's like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. So, yeah, we were deciding to, you know what, let's keep our trash cans in today, and hopefully we don't have to worry about it. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, about to say, the entire U.S. has gotten horrible winds. It's been insane. I've hated them. Like, it's because it just brings all these terrible cold fronts. It brings all sorts of other nonsense that's just really obnoxious. I don't know. Yeah, the winds have been terrible. The winds have been terrible. I don't know. I'll use Roost. I need to... I guess it's free heal, so I might as well use Roost. But I need to swap out, honestly. But at least, I mean, hey, at least with the roosting, I can swap out a little more confidently. Ditto 2. God, everyone else is either paralyzed or burned or super weak to this thing. Yeah, the winds have been bad, Fanta Girl. Winds have been bad, but hopefully not too bad. Hopefully not too bad for everyone. It's been a little gnarly. It's been a little gnarly. We've had a little bit of, like, luckily we haven't really had any major, like, damages and stuff, like, knock on wood. But it's just been a bizarre, I feel like, just kind of spring, if you want to call it that, where it's simultaneously, it's nice, but then it's really awful and cold. I don't like it. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm ready for the warmth. I'm ready for summer. Bring it up. Bring it on. I say bring it on. In full power. I would love to have some consistently warm, nice weather that I don't have to worry about all this nonsense that comes with just these stupid, like, winds and, yeah, just driving conditions being obnoxious. I don't know. It gets warm, yeah, about to say, we had some peak, like, last year we had some really hot days. Like, at the zoo, we had to, like, make sure that people were, like, taking breaks, and we had to, like, we had so many, like, calls that, like, people were, like, overheating in the park. It was so rough. I'd say, fall is my favorite time. I think fall is probably the best. Like, a nice fall day is ideal. But, yeah, about to say, it just gets so hot now, too! Everything gets so hot, it's crazy. It's either too hot or too cold. There's no in between anymore. And it's so obnoxious. It's so awful. Because I just want nice weather. I just want nice weather. Yeah, but I say, I mean, if I had a pool, I'd say bring it on. I'd say bring it on. But fall is nice just because it's cozy. Fall is just cozy. You know, you don't have to deal with too much. It's relatively good temperatures that, yeah, you just kind of, everything can be managed. It can be managed. Yeah, see, the spring is nice. Like, spring going into, so I think, yeah, spring and fall are probably the best seasons. Spring and fall are probably the best seasons just because hopefully there's no extremes. Like, yeah, it's when things, you know, start to bloom again. You kind of have still nice weather. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. Same with fall. Everything changes pretty colors and it's not too hot or too cold. But I say, yeah, if you have a spring where it's consistent, I mean, good on you. That's fantastic. But for the leaves changing to the flowers, interesting. Okay. About to say, I mean, the leaves changing is really pretty. I do like when they turn like those like bright reds and stuff like that. Oh, it's awesome. It is a good time. I do love a good fall day. Also, this is obnoxious. Stop with the roost. Stop with the roost, man. You can only do that so many times before it gets really annoying. Dude! Pelipper! Like, here's the thing, is that I'm just scared to use anything else. I'm scared to use Tyrant. I'm scared to use Dino Ditto, because Dino Ditto probably is just gonna get KO'd by a Water Pulse, and I'm not really about that. I'm not really about that, so I'm trying to preserve my Pokemon here. But man, see, we need something that can just take these things down. We need something that can take these down. Right? About to say, the roost spamming, the fact that this NPC is even considering to do that is driving me nuts. It's driving me so nuts. Yo, what a Quoorn-tastic day. Thank you, Timbo. Welcome to the stream, homie. Welcome to the stream. You gotta be joking. You must be running out of PowerPoints because they're going with Protect now. That's nuts. Timbo, what's your favorite season? What's your favorite season, homie? We've been talking about seasons. I'm curious to know now. I'm curious to know what everyone's got for a favorite season. I mean, like, I like summer because at least where I live, summer feels pretty consistent. It's hot. It's a little obnoxious how hot it gets, but you like winter. Wow, that's a choice. Timbo with the winter. That's like, I kind of didn't see that one coming, but all right. You like winter. I mean, people dig it. People definitely dig it. That's just funny though, because I feel like most people that I know are like, but granted, I live in the Midwest where like winter actually sucks. So like, if you live somewhere where winter isn't that bad, I mean, I could see where it'd be your favorite. There you go, Timbo. Timbo's hiding. Timbo's hiding from the man. Is that like half damage? If I use strength, is that a terrible idea? I'm still in the green. I'm gonna try it. Okay, use protect. That makes me nervous. That makes me nervous. Yo, what's up, Yuki? What's up? Welcome, homie. Welcome. You got the Ohio weather. You got that Ohio weather. No! I should have known! No! Coco, gotcha. Well, welcome back, Coco. Welcome back. Oh my god. I can't believe I killed her star. I killed another Ditto. Dude, this Pelipper. I mean, like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. If we have to restart with the restart, I'm trying this, though. Because ancient power. I mean, that's gotta do something, right? Oh, my God. I know. R.I.P. R.I.P. Looks like you won the poll. Dang it! I know. We lost Ditto. We lost a Ditto. That's all the damage that did? Dude, that did nothing! Are you joking? I thought that was supposed to be super effective. Dragon Claw? This is gonna be so bad. Dude! See, like, Okay, Questers. Okay, God, we're losing all of the Pokemon. This whole thing is gonna be a mess. How did one Pelipper ruin this? How did one Pelipper ruin the start of our entire night? We made it so far too. And this is the thing, is that how many runs before I give up? I'm determined. Because every time I feel like we keep getting better, but we keep getting just in kind of crappy situations. Am I losing more? I had 2. How am I not getting a single... How did I go through 5 of those and not land a single hit? Are you kidding? Also, at what point is this thing gonna start just struggling? This is the Ditto that never ends, exactly. I mean, like, I'm determined, because I think we can do it. I don't think that it goes on and on and on. You know it. It's just so unfortunate that we keep getting into these really dire situations where, like, for whatever reason, my Pokemon just keep dying, and I just can't do anything about it. Dude, I'm still trying. A part of me wants to give up and just restart, go to round 4, but I'm determined to keep seeing how far I can make it with these Ditto. I'm determined, y'all. I'm determined. I'm just confused on how we got past this guy before. Did we not ever fight him? How did we get past him before? Like, how did this happen? How? That's what I'm trying to figure out, is like, if this Pelipper is such a struggle, why have we never dealt with it? We only had Amora, though, once. And we lost it before we even got to this guy, because we lost it at the second gym. I remember that, because we really wrecked it. It was bad. It was really bad, because it got taken out by the Hoppip. I feel like I just needed to be more patient. Like, I could have saved two Pokemon didn't have to be KO'd. Two Pokemon didn't have to be KO'd, but I got impatient, Questers. I got impatient, and now we paid the price. We paid the price. But Pelipper has been defeated. We got through it, but we ended up killing two Pokemon, which is really unfortunate. Two Pokemon had to faint just to get through a Pelipper. Yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. Two really good ones, too. I was actually really excited about Tyrant, but whatever. I guess Dino Ditto will have to go back on the shelf. Come on! How many of these people are there? Yeah, apparently we need, an additional assist Pokemon that can handle a Pelipper, because apparently I can't handle it. Oh my god. I don't know how we got through it. That's what I'm trying to figure out still. It's like, how did we do that? Luckily, Dorito can take this thing down. That was the thing that sucked, is that it had a water move, so honestly, I mean, I shouldn't have used Dino Ditto. That was such a bad idea. That was like the worst idea I probably could have ever had. But if anyone does use a super chat or a super like or something, you can bring one of them back. That is an extra life. So the Ditto doesn't have, if you donate, it doesn't have to die. But it can die. It can die. We could, yeah. I was trying to think of a way to, like, I guess, utilize the gold. I was trying to, what's a reasonable amount, though, to bring back? What would be a reasonable amount, with gold? What would you say is a reasonable revive amount? Like, 1,000 or like 2? I feel like a lot of people have a lot of gold, so part of me wants to say like 2,000. Like, it's one of those things that I don't necessarily want to bring back. Like, I don't want to make it too easy. I don't want to make it too hard either, though, but I'm curious. 2,000? Okay, 2,000 wouldn't be bad. I think 2,000 would be worth it. Well, Timbo successfully super chatted, so there's a Ditto survived. We now have Ditto 2 is back in play. Dang it! Dang it! Shout out Timbo for the super chat. Oh goodness. But I say, well, that's what I was thinking too, of having a limited amount of revives that you guys just have to deal with. So 2,000, but yeah, there's a limit of 5. There's only 5 revives, and they can only be used on Dittos. Well, I guess they could be used on anything, and that's just up to you guys. Like, that's up to people with gold if they want to ruin that or not. So, okay. We can make that. We can make that a thing. Make that a thing. I'll probably start that next week or something, just because, I mean, at this point, Timbo already gave the $2. I'll honor it. I'll keep it going. We'll adjust the rules next week. Yeah, super chat can just be an extra life. Yeah, so yeah, you can do both theoretically, but that way I don't have to worry about plugging super chats. Well, the revives can be used on because I can't put like a limit on that. If someone does like 2,000, then I mean that's 2,000 like gold that they just used. I can't really do a good job of like putting that back. So it'd probably have to be something of, you could revive anything, or I mean, the idea would be only reviving Dittos. Yeah, like you can only revive Dittos, but I don't know. I guess if someone, I guess I gotta look and see if there's a way to like refund that kind of stuff. I don't know if there is. That'd be the one thing I wouldn't want someone using it on. That's the tricky part. Is that like, if like Tyrant died and then it's like, oh, do this. True. There you go. But I was like, Aster's going with House for okay. There. I mean, hey, if that's what people want to play, that's not bad. Yeah, if you make a mistake, that's on you. That's on you. That's fair. And plus, with 2,000 gold pieces, at that point, you'll know the rules. You'll know the rules. But okay. That's not bad. I mean, we can do that. We can definitely make that exchange for next week. I'm down for that. Oh my god. Or we might have to make an exchange for this if we have to restart this run, we'll make it a change too. God knows how long this will actually go. Okay. And then Stomp, I guess, on Skunk Tank. And then is Arm Thrust gonna be... That's not super effective, is it? No, I'm like, that's not super effective. That's just minorly effective. Here we go. Okay, so again, is this thing confused? It didn't take. Let's try doing that again. I was like, I want to make sure that. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, right. I mean, you never know. Some people might not. You never know. I feel like sometimes people just kind of go for it and they don't think about it. Status, potions. But yeah, I would hope that people would look at the rules before doing it. And also, I feel like at that point, if you have 2,000 gold pieces, more than likely, you're already part of the channel. Like, you're already, like, pretty integrated. So, like, you'll know what's going on. So I'm not too worried about that. There we go. Skunk Tank is taken down. Okay, so again, tell me why our biggest threat was literally a Pelipper. Why was Pelipper the biggest threat that we faced? That was annoying. I thought that shouldn't have happened. I mean, it obviously shouldn't have happened because I should have just, you know, dealt with it. I mean, that's just kind of like there in general, is that gold's not reimbursed. Like, that's just kind of the general theme of it all, is that, yeah, you don't really get your gold back. All right, so Timbo did allow us. Pelipper was bulky. That was really annoying. I didn't like that. So Pelipper brought back Ditto 2, which means we only have to get rid of Dino Ditto. And this is a bummer because I liked Dino Ditto. Why can't I keep these fossil Pokemon? Why do I always take out these fossil Pokemon? I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I keep KOing them, but Dino Ditto, you've been great. Drop the emotes in the chat. Drop the L's in chat. Dino Ditto. Gone. Gone. You want Dino Ditto? Well, your $2 brought you back a Ditto. A true Ditto. We just talked about that. You can only redeem. There we go. But I say, yeah, we'll bring it back next round. We'll bring it back the next round. I'm not crazy confident that we're gonna make it super far with a team of 4, but I guess we did defeat the gym leader, though. I will say that we did defeat the gym leader with only 3 Ditto, or 4 Ditto, whatever it was. We're only using Dittos, so I mean, honestly, crazier things have happened. I need some additional items. Thank you for the emotes. Thank you. If you want to be a member quester and use emotes as well, you can get those for 99 cents. Super super easy. So definitely check that out. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, it became a real big problem once we got down to 1 Ditto. Once we got down to 1 Ditto, it became a huge a huge issue. We have to battle these guys right now? No, we don't have to battle them. No, they're just telling me about the mega Pokemon stuff. Also, I need to save. I should save. Boodling! Cool. Alright, let's go talk to these folks down here. Okay, who's talking to me now? Well, so my level cap is just to get it. Like, if I over-leveled, then that's completely fine. If I'm over-leveled, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna not use a Ditto if I'm over-leveled, but it's more so like the level cap is just to prevent me from right away putting all my Ditto at level 50. Hey, see ya, Timbo. Have a great night, homie. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. And hopefully, we'll be continuing round 3 when you return. Hopefully, we're not on round 4. But who knows? We might end up on round 4. Look at this beautiful statue of Mega Lucario. I can't wait to add it to the team. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is where we last time. So we've made it now almost as far as in our first run. Our first run still holds the record for the farthest we've ever made it. We made it to that frozen cave is where we had to restart from the very first time. So, and then the second time was wildly embarrassing, but third time might be the charm. Third time might be the charm. And so now it's a matter of getting the Mega Stones again. And I will make sure not to let a Ditto die. Again, we beat. He has a Feraligatr that we beat only using Dittos. So a part of me thinks that we can do this. I might be wrong, but a part of me thinks that we can do this. Now we just have to fight Serena first. And then we have to go fight Karina. And then I think we have to fight Zarina again. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I mean, like, I want to keep trying. It's one of those things, if it's a really interesting challenge, simply because, like, a team of all Ditto, I don't know. It's funny. We just might implement maybe where you guys can use the gold pieces a bit more and, like, help maybe bring back some Ditto if they happen to faint. But I'm still going to release them. You can't hoard it and wait. So, like, if you don't have the gold when one of them dies, you don't have the gold. That's also what I would implement, is that you gotta be able to do it right then and there. If you can't do it right then and there, then that Ditto gets released. That way it's fully held accountable. There's no rule bending. If this thing takes 50 tries, it takes 50 tries. Would we potentially take a break in between there and do something else? Maybe. There's a good chance we might do that. That might pop up, but we'll find out. We'll have to see. I don't know. I keep saying I'm confident. I keep saying that, like, I have some kind of, like, high hopes, but I might not. This might be a never-ending challenge. Okay, so that's super effective, but, like, I'm curious. It's a rock type. Is Metal Claw gonna be super effective too? I'm a little bit curious about that, just because I think it is. Ooh, yeah. Oh, my attack rose. Yes. Metal Claw. Shut up and take my gold. Okay, Fry. There we go. There we go. What's next? Who's next? Who are we taking down next with this overpowered Armaldo? A Swellow. Ooh. Keep battling. Alright, and now Metal Claw. Yeah, that's not very effective because I'm just a rock. I'm a big rock bug. There we go, there we go. I'm running out of Metal Claws. That's a bummer. Ooh, that's a good hit though. That's a nice hit. That's a nice one. Let's go Super Potion on Squashy. Squashy's doing great. Squashy's doing great stuff here. Okay, double team. That's a little bit annoying. I say, if we're gonna do 2002, you guys are gonna have to like start betting a little, either bigger or figuring out some other method. You gotta be joking. Okay, don't worry though. We're gonna keep battling. Bear with me. Because her Ditto can't do anything now. Her Ditto can't transform into me because I'm a Ditto that's transformed, so it just breaks. Right? But I say, you're gonna need to collect some gold, which you can do through the betting. Ha! Transform failed. This thing's gonna have to struggle now. Or no, it just has to keep using transform. That's hilarious. That's okay. I might just switch to Pignite and just get this thing over with. I don't think I'm doing well with that. Yeah, Rain doesn't even have enough. That's it. Like, that's gonna break the bank for a couple people, I think, if you guys were trying to save up gold. You bet with the intentions of losing, that's fair, but who knows? I mean, if everyone then starts betting big numbers, I mean, that's just more potential. And I guess if everyone's trying to also earn 2,000 gold pieces, that's also, I feel like, even more potential to be like, okay, you gotta bet semi-accurately, but you also gotta bet large. Well, luckily we beat Serena, so like that's pretty easy. It wasn't too big of a hurdle. So hopefully we can continue to take her down. Also, thank you for the likes. But I say we've got 4 likes. If you haven't liked the channel yet, definitely like the channel. And please subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And yeah, if we get to 2,000 subscribers, then I will dress as a Pokemon for a month, and I will stream as a Pokemon for an entire month. So, if you want to see that, there's also no Lot Bunnies or Vaporeon costumes. I will not be doing that. But I thought about it. Whew. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, I'm yawning. Oh, wait, what's over there? Oh my god, yeah, like that one time when we... that one time when I spammed it all and then they started removing likes because they were like, yeah, you're hacked. And I'm like, no, I'm not being botted. It's just me. It's just my community. We had so many good likes, I know, and that's why I've been like nervous to do like stuff, because I'm like, I'm nervous it's gonna cause issues. But I feel like I probably shouldn't be too nervous about that. I feel like it'll just be a thing of like it's fixed, but I don't know. It still makes me nervous. All right, moving on to the gym. I was like, why did it say Pignite was fainted? I'm like, Pignite's still alive. Dorito Ditto's still good. Yeah, so there was a time when like I was saying if we get to 20 likes in like an hour or something, then like something would happen on the stream, or like, oh, I would get like we would do an additional catch or something like that for a Nuzlocke, and we did it, but then someone pointed out that YouTube got rid of them. YouTube got rid of the likes for whatever reason. They were like, we had like 20 likes and then they were all of a sudden gone, and we kind of assumed it was because like YouTube thought I got botted. Yeah, if they think I got botted, like, I don't know, it was really weird. Oh, right, this weirdo. See, this is why I'm glad I'm doing this one first, too, because I can fight this Pokemon with a real Pokemon. Yeah, I guess that's what they thought it was. I don't know. It was super weird. It was super weird and a little bit annoying, but luckily, I think it's fine. I think it's a-okay. There's nothing to worry about. We got nothing to worry about. Come on. Come on, Dorito. What does Miracle Eye do? Oh, I was identified. Okay, cool. What's funny is this thing has no moves. Like nothing that can do damage. So I just have to sit here and hopefully I can just knock it out. Lucky Chant, that's a good one. That's a good one. It can't crit now. Or I can't crit. I'm just glad I snapped out of my confusion. I was over that. Let's say, did you watch me fight this thing using only Dittos and I could only... that was the most painful thing, but it was pretty funny. I will admit that. It was pretty funny. A Digger's Beat. I'm gonna keep battling. This might be a really bad idea. But I'm pretty sure it's weak to fighting type because it's a ground type, right? Arm thrust should be super effective. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's big damage. One more, one more. Come on! Oh! Oh my god. That was a crit? My speed fell! No! I don't trust my speed. Okay, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't need to worry about my speed because we can do this. I like the Pharaoh one. I like the one that looks like a Pharaoh. That's cool. Like, is that the blue one or something like that? I don't really know, but there's a lot of cool Pharaoh trims that I want to get. Oh, it has double kick. Is it gonna kill itself? Nope. That's how I defeated this thing last time with Dittos, is that it had a super effective move on it. Nice. Alright, sick. There we go. Oh, is that one yellow? I mean, I like that one then. But I say, I like the one where it's a Pharaoh, but what I really... Oh, a Rampardos. I'm gonna keep battling, because I think I can take this thing down with a Digger's Bee. I think this will work still. I think this will work. I just gotta heal myself. Because I got the super effective ground moves on this thing. And fighting type moves. Assurance? That's nothing. Oh, that one's pretty cool too. See, that's what I'm excited for ZA. I want another good... I want to have the Furfurrows. I want to actually have a Furfurrow with, a sick cut. And, And I've never done that in the Pokemon games. I've never actually given Furfurrow a haircut. And I really, really want to. I'm actually gonna use a Hyper Potion. Because I really want Bob to stay alive. Oh, is the Pharaoh one blue? I don't know what it is. I just like the design. I just think it's a cool one. What's the Oh, is a usable one. I thought you said unusable. I'm like, what's the unusable one? I'm like, that's new to me. I was like, I never knew there was an unusable form. But no, usable. I just can't read, apparently. I just can't read, but yeah. It's cool. That's a cool gimmick Pokemon that I'm really surprised it took them so long to do. Just because... What does Heat Crash do? He just slams its target with its flame-covered body. The more the user outweighs the target, the greater the move's power. Ooh, dang. Does Flame Charge do 50? Let's get rid of Odor Sleuth. That way we have two options. We got two options. Right? I mean, yeah, but I just don't know them off the top of my head very well. And I really want to, when Legend ZA comes out, I need to learn it because I want one. I have a feeling that's going to be a Pokemon you can catch fairly early on in the games. I might be wrong. I'm hoping I'm not wrong. I'm hoping I get a Furfurrow pretty early on. That way I can just, have a fun buddy. Because it's a cool Pokemon. And it's weirdly good. It's weirdly strong, but, I feel like it's really good early game, but then it obviously, gets a little bit more unnecessary as the game goes on, but it's just really unique. And I guess, yeah, for some reason I can never find them in the games. And then, I can never find where you do, the grooming and stuff and how that all worked. I don't know. It was just one of those things of I never invested in Furfurrow, and I feel like I should have. That would also be interesting if we're getting X and Y remakes. Yeah, because we did get Diamond and Pearl remakes, which I could see them doing. Would you guys want, like, would people want a remake of that even? I'm kind of curious. Because I feel like it's a little bit of a, I feel like it's a little niche because acrobatics, this thing is, that's a strong move. And then because this thing almost killed me, or did kill me last time, it killed my frog on the first run. This thing murdered our little frog Ditto thing, whatever we named that one. It was obnoxious. Oh, that's funny that it gets dirty. And the Pokemon get attacked by a oh, that's funny. I like that. Let's keep battling. This might have been a bad idea, but is Fury Cutter gonna work for me? This is gonna slowly. Is that super effective? Was that? Am I? No, that's not. Yeah, I'm not weak to rock. I'm not weak to rock type moves. I'm weak to water. Oh, his water gun? Luckily, it's not that damaging. Can I do? Is acrobatics gonna do anything good? Oh, come on! You gotta use yawn on me. Is this thing weak to fighting types? Is this thing weak to fighting type moves? Because then because what we could do here is I could put it to sleep and then try throwing out Dorito. I'm a little nervous about that strategy, but also I think it's kind of a good idea. Since he keeps using yawn on me, I kind of want to just. Or is water gun super effective? This thing. What is this? Hey, have a good night, Fanta Girl. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to try not to lose any more Pokemon. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best not to lose any more Pokemon. I promise. I promise. Is the other one going to fall asleep now? Yeah, there we go. Now for the moment of truth. Will this work? Will I be able to get a super effective hit with Dorito? I hope this works. I really do. I don't want to fight this gym again with only 3 Ditto. Okay, come on. Come on. I think we can do this, y'all. Who thinks we can do this? Who thinks we can arm thrust our way to victory with this? That's 1. That's 2. It's like, I mean, it's effective. Ooh! Ooh, it is super effective. Yeah! It woke up! Okay, I'm tanky. Thank you, Rain. We got this. Use yawn. There we go. I know. I wish there was a juggler gym coming up. We need more juggler gyms in the world, right? We need more juggler gyms. I don't know where they're hiding. I don't know where juggler gym hides. There we go. We did it. Dorito is such a double-edged sword. I 100% agree. It's just tricky because the fighting type is useful, the fire typing is useful, but then they both have such like very unfortunate they just have very unfortunate like weaknesses where it seems like a lot of Pokemon are actually really strong to them. And that just makes this really annoying. But I do like them. And once it gets to Emboar, though, Emboar is tanky. Emboar is a tank. So hopefully that helps a ton. That's my hope, is that we can hopefully just have a really tanky Pokemon that we don't have to worry too much about. But it's still got a couple levels to go there. I'm not quite there yet. Okay, so don't protect yourself. Just let me lower your defense. There we go. Yeah, but some are more speed-based. Like, some aren't some are as tanky, but yeah. He probably does hide in the Johto, like, Team Rocket base. You're probably right. That's probably where Juggler Jim does all of his best juggling. He probably practices down there. He's like, oh, I want to practice stealing Pokemon, and I'm juggling down in Team Rocket's lair. Ooh, Juggler Jim. Oh my god. That was probably one of the funniest randomizations, is that just some random guy named Juggler Jim was working for Team Rocket. He was evil. And it's like, why on earth would that be a thing? I'm really glad that this worked. I really should have healed, but nope, I decided to go for it. I decided not to pay attention. A love disc, keep battling, because there's no way, ain't no way I'm fighting a love disc without using some actual move. Because I don't think I think this thing doesn't really have a move. I think it has, I think it's only moves. Yeah, it only really has takedown, so it's gonna do damage to itself this entire time. Downside, I was hit by Leer a couple times, so that's unfortunate. But I can knock off. Oh, Lucky Chant. I was like, what did they just use? I was like, for a second I thought it was making me do an encore, and I'm like, how do you... Okay, there we go. I was like, that's why I don't try Pig Knight. That's why you don't try Dorito. Is because that was going to be a bad idea. Ooh! That was almost an even worse idea. We almost lost a Ditto. Almost lost one of the other Dittos. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good, y'all. We're good. We just gotta heal. We just gotta heal our Pokemon, and then we can keep on keeping on. Squashy's doing great work. Squashy's doing great work out here. What are the other Ditto that we could swap out to, though, maybe? Let's throw Bob out. I think Bob could be pretty useful. Okay, and then who else do we have to fight? I was like, yeah, you, right? I was like, where's someone to run into? I was like, we have someone... Vileplume? Okay. Okay, I got an easy Pokemon for this one. I got an easy one. God, this one sucked. Remember when we had to fight this thing only using Vileplume? So I'm glad that we picked Tepig over... Froakie, because Froakie was honestly a huge hindrance except for very small situations. Yeah, the Build-A-Bear Wooper! It was so cute! It was so cute. I love the little, like, Build-A-Bear Pokemon that they released. The Alolan ones were sweet, like the Alolan, what do you call it? Like, Vulpix is also super cute. And then they have a Glaciate, like the Eevee lines for a while. Ooh, why is Squashy your favorite? I'm curious, Mason. Why is Squashy your favorite Ditto? And does anyone else have a favorite Ditto? I'm also wondering now. I never really thought about that, if any of y'all had, like, your favorite Dittos. 32! Let's go! Oh, goodness. Yeah, so this is, welcome, Jamafia? Is that how you say it? I have no idea. If that's not how you say it, please correct me. But, Jamafia, what you can do is, so this is just a randomized version of Pokemon, X and Y. And all I really did was add through PK Hex a bunch of Dittos. So I did have to, there is a little bit of, like, hacking in, but at the same time, it's pretty simple. I don't know. There's lots of different, there's a lot of different videos on how to do it, but it's pretty simple. Yeah, so it's pretty much just a Ditto-only Nuzlocke challenge. And welcome, welcome. So now, I mean, y'all joined at the perfect timing. Boom! How many Pokemon am I going to lose? Get the bets rolling. How many Pokemon will I lose fighting this gym leader? We are about to go fight the gym leader. I need to get all my Dittos up to level 32. That's our level cap. Or that's our level threshold, I should say. Not really a cap. Because if we get over level 32, that's also totally fine. I love the character arc that's behind Bob. I like the Bob character arc. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. Oh, J Mafia. Gotcha. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. If we get to 2,000 by the end of March here, I'll dress up as a Pokemon for an entire month of streams. So I definitely appreciate the support. It's a cool challenge. I've been having a lot of fun with it. We're on round 3. We are on round 3. It has been a little bit of a struggle because we follow basic Nuzlocke rules. The biggest thing is that, so I started the team with 5 Dittos and I have 1 Master Ball. So with 1 Master Ball, I'm allowed to catch whatever Pokemon I want, but I can also add on Pokemon that are gifted to me. So this Pignite came from Professor Sycamore, but I cannot store up Pokemon in the PC, and I cannot get rid of a Ditto to make room for a real Pokemon. So Dittos have priority, and if I lose one of the any of the Pokemon, they get released. Hey, thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Yo, sick. I love that you came from the podcast. Dusty has been a friend of mine for quite some time now. And yeah, I had a blast being on the podcast. It was so much fun. Currently playing your first ROM hack. Which one, homie? Which one? Also, I love Greek mythology. I think it's cool. All right. Who's ready for this gym challenge? We got how many gold pieces in? We got 414 gold pieces on the line. Close the betting. Y'all, get ready for this nonsense. I'm not leveled up yet. Hold the phone. I reopened the betting. I'm glad I caught that. I was 32. I'll be level 32. I beat this gym last time with only, I think the Dittos are. Last time I beat her with only Ditto. I was able to beat Karina. So I think we actually stand a bigger chance now. Downside, she does have a Feraligatr, so Pignite is not useful, but yeah, Big Blue, let's go. I love Big Blue. That was so much fun. That one really took off for me. I don't know why. That one just really got a ton of traction really fast. So much so that the guy that made it reached out, and we've been chit-chatting here and there, so that's been really cool too. But no, Big Blue is super fun. I don't care that there's no story. That makes it just a fun new playing experience. Super casual. But yeah, so who's ready for this gym battle? We're gonna fight Karina, and God, I hope we can make it out. I hope we can get through this. Let's go, Questers. A Skorupi was the first one. This thing's a bug type, actually, right? So I could use Pignite. I think Dorito Ditto is going to have to come out here. What up, Nubcake? It's been a long time since you've been here, but you're always welcome, homie. You joined just in time. We're trying to defeat the 3rd gym leader. And I mean, we're about to see what happens. Heat Crash? I gotta be heavier than this thing, right? I gotta be heavier. That's a dope animation. I didn't realize that's what the animation was for Heat Crash. Yo, that was cool. That was a whole pile driver. An Archon? Keep battling. I weigh more than it. So I should do more damage. There's no way we're the same weight. That was such a terrible idea. Why did I do that? I should have known it was faster. No. Oh, that was such a bad idea. Oh, I know there's a delay, but why didn't anyone talk me out of it? Oh, God. Okay. My favorite bug Pokemon is Forterris, I think. I think that's my favorite of all times. Oh, I'm so upset. It has ancient power? It has a super effective move. I could have just been using a super effective move on it. Wow. Okay, so that's also scary. Okay, all my stats just got raised. That's really, really cool. Hyper Potion. God. I'm still alive. Yeah, we just lost Dorito. There we go. Why did it do so much damage the first time? Holy cow. Okay, and then now Ancient Power. It is a Nuzlocke. It's a Nuzlocke. R.I.P. R.I.P. Dorito. R.I.P. Dorito Ditto. R.I.P. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight for Alligator, y'all. I don't want to do this. So, Archon is weak to water, so we're going to switch. And I'm going to go head first in with Bob. I'm going to go head first in here with Bob. Y'all, wish me luck. Good God. This is the big boy. I did it once, I can do this again. I did it once, I can do it again. I've done it once, I can do it again. This is such a terrible idea. If I crunch it a bunch of times, I should be able to lower its defense, right? It's getting faster, but this is, I mean, there's no use racing it. There's no use racing it. Because it'll just keep getting... That was a crit? Are you joking? It crit and I couldn't crit? Come on, give me that big... Give me those big hits. Give me those big hits. We got this. We got this, y'all. We got this. Woo! Why is it critting so many times and I'm not? Double heal. We're about to double heal right now. Me and Karina. Double healing. Yep. I was like, ain't no way she's not. Ain't no way. Which I should have probably switched into our other Ditto, but whatever. Okay, because I don't want to have to lose a turn, because Ditto 2 can't... Ditto 2 has a small problem. It doesn't have Imposter. So we gotta kind of... There we go, there we go. Okay. So I only have so many moves. I only have so many moves. I won't kill the favorite Ditto. I'm doing my best not to kill the favorite Dittos. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm gonna have to send out Squashy. Squashy's gonna have to go out there, but Squashy will be fine. I hope. Okay, so what we gotta do here, we got one more crunch. And so then we gotta send out Squashy. Squashy has to go out. Everyone's gonna be okay with that. Because I need... No, Ditto 2 is gonna die right away. Ditto 2, it needs a turn to transform. It doesn't have Imposter. Ditto 2 doesn't have Imposter, it has Limber. I like Ditto 2 because it can be... Ditto 2 can be useful when it's needed. This will be fine, trust me. You just gotta believe. Look at that, I'm faster. It had to use agility again because I was too fast. I was too fast. Crunch time, baby. Come on, you used another Hyper Potion? You jerk. Alright, well that's an extra turn, so... Gotta heal in the ranks, gotta heal. We're healing behind the scenes now, we're healing behind the scenes. Squashy will be fine, Squashy will be fine. Squashy will be fine. I got plenty of potions. We got two, we can swap back and forth between Squashy and Bob. Squashy and Bob are gonna take this thing down. No doubt. No cap. These two are gonna do it. Crunch. The Feraligatr is faster, but that's okay, because we can still do big damage. Honestly, Hail Mary moment. Hail Mary moment. This one's for you, Mason. Flail. This one's for you, homie. Right where I wanted it. Right where I wanted it. Heck yeah. Bob coming into play. That one's for you, Mason. That one's for you. Everyone subscribe because I just probably gave Mason a heart attack. But I knew what I was doing. I knew in the power of my Pokemon. I knew in the power of my Pokemon that they would survive. Crunch. Yeah, come on, Feraligatr, take me down. I dare you. There we go. And one big crunch from Bob! Coming in clutch! There we go! Feraligatr taken down. We lost one Pokemon. We lost Ditto, so that sucks. But we did make it through. We got through the battle. Shout out to whoever picked one. Shout out to who picked one. Also, Ben, no, I did not see the leaked gameplay footage. So I will say, I'm not much of a leaker / spoiler. I do kind of like to go into those games with little information, but that's wild that we're already getting leaks. Like, is it of anything important, or is it just someone being like, I found the textures they use on the Pokemon? Leaked. Oh, right. I always get nervous. I always get a little nervous, especially when I talk to Dusty, because Dusty's, they do all the analytic stuff. No, you're all good. You can blame tell Dusty that he gives me PTSD. That I'm always nervous that chit-chatting with him, I'm gonna find out something I may not want to know. No, that was leaked footage of Legend ZA. Yep. 100%. I'll give you that one. Oh, all right. Everyone bid farewell to our big boy Ditto. Oh man. Yeah, no one else fainted, right? Yeah, no. All right. Ditto, you did great work. You did great work, homie. This one's for you. The rest of this run goes to you, Ditto. One fighting type gone. Another one gets added. We're about to go get a Lucario, y'all. We're about to go get a Mega Lucario. Also, Dragon King, welcome for joining. I'm using Citra. So that is what emulator I'm using. Hopefully that helps. I think you can just download it from the Citra website. It's pretty simple. We do have a Discord where we do have emulation help if you ever need help with your emulators, ROMs, things like that. In my Discord, we do have a channel that's dedicated to that kind of support. So if you need help, go in there and maybe someone will be able to help. But yes, now the moment of truth, which we're gonna need nicknames for the this new Lucario that's gonna be joining. I was like, I don't fight this person, right? Yeah, there we go. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the Discord. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's great. I'm someone that I don't like to hoard knowledge. I don't like to hoard stuff. Now, do I know how to do everything? Absolutely not. Like, if you go in and you're like, oh, like, how do I write a game script? I'm like, no, I don't know how to do that. But, like, the emulators I use, and, like, I've tried to make some videos and stuff about it, so, like, I have the resources out there. And speaking of Discord, shout out Streamlabs for shoving that link out there. It's also in the description of the channel, as well as this video, so if you need the Discord link, you can check out those areas as well. But yeah, like all my fan games that I've reviewed, almost all of them are in there, or if they're not, you can ask and I'll tell you where to find them. But now we're getting to a big moment. We're about to get one of the coolest Mega Pokemon, in my opinion. One of the most powerful, probably, too. Like, I mean, Mega Pokemon are already super powerful, but we are about to totally change up the name of the game. We're about to get a Lucario. All we have to do is defeat Karina again. Lucario versus Lucario. She does not have a Lucario, fun fact. I've been here before. So let's see. Yeah, it has a licky. So she has a licky, and we're just gonna wreck her. She just gets wrecked. If only this was the gym battle, right? If only this was what... Which the gym battle still wasn't too bad, I'll be honest. Alright, now time to power up punch this thing into the ground. Ooh, that's a weird little glitch. So, because this battle is going to be super easy, I need nicknames from everyone. What should we nickname this new Mega Lucario that we're going to get out of the team here? What do you guys want to call this thing? It was originally called Mega Ditto. This thing was called Mega Ditto in our first playthrough, so you gotta be joking. She used an actual move? Come on. There we go. Let's just beat the massive pinata. And one more time. Yeah, 2 moves. Oh, poor Licky. Oh well. There we go. Easy win. Easy win. Groove! They got the funniest little... It's such a funny little thing. Will you take Lucario with you? Yes. 100%. I was like, is there an option to say no? I don't want to test that. Yes, nickname it. So what are we nicknaming Lucario, y'all? What are we nicknaming this thing? Furry Ditto. Come on. Come on. You're gonna make me run through this game going, go furry! Really? I'll do it. It's funny, but what are other options? Does anyone have anything better than Furry Ditto? Sly Bandicoot. That's good. Sly Ditto. So we give everyone the Ditto. We make everyone a Ditto. So Sly Ditto would be cool. Oh wait, no, Sly Banditto. Wait, I totally misread that. Wait! I love that actually, because I love the Sly Cooper games. Sly. And I also know that this is like Bandito. But it's funny. Bob! Already have a Bob! I like that though. Thank you, Ben. Sly Bandito. That's clever. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, like, when you say Sly, like, were you thinking of Sly Cooper? No, yeah, Bandicoot is Crash, but they're from the same they're from the same game system, so I get you. I was wondering though if it will. Because I didn't know if maybe you meant like Bandito, like kind of like an outlaw or something like that, because he does have that mask. But okay, I'm glad you were also thinking Sly Cooper, because I was thinking Sly Cooper, but I love Sly Bandito. I love that. Yo, W's in chat for Egg getting their package today. That's fantastic. I'm glad you got your package. I'm glad you got all your good fishing gear. Yep. All right, this thing's level 32. Sick. We got Steadfast. Ooh, okay. It boosts the speed stat every time I flinch. Last time I think it had a different one. I kind of miss it, but whatever. But I say I am glad that you were thinking of the Sly Cooper games, because Sly Cooper was so much fun to play. I wish they so I bought the remake of Spyro, like where they remastered it and put all the games out there. That was super fun because also Spyro is a really fun game, but I really wish they would make a remake of the Sly Cooper games, or like a remastered version of Sly Cooper, because I want to play those so bad again with updated graphics, but only for the PS4 because I don't have a PS5. But yeah, no, it's sick. Sly Cooper. Okay, on that note though, what was everyone's favorite kind of like retro, like early 2000s game? For me, I think, I mean, aside from Pokemon, because Pokemon was fantastic, but this one's gonna be a stretch. Does anyone know the game Chibi Robo? You played as a little robot. It was for the GameCube, and what you did, we also get a Lapras, so we'll need nicknames for Lapras. But so what you did was you played as a little robot, and you're just this little tiny robot, and you would run around, and what you would do was just, you cleaned this person, you were just a little robot helper that cleaned someone's house. You just cleaned up the house, but what's cool is that at night, the toys came alive in the house, and you got to talk to the toys. You get to hang out with the toys. And then there's also little like nanobots that would attack you. Super simple, but super fun. Yeah, Super Mario was also really, really fun. Oh, All-Stars? Yo. Super Mario All-Stars was so much fun. That was a blast. Also, what are we nicknaming Lapras? Because we just got a Lapras. Oh, our team's coming together. Our team is coming together again. What do we got, y'all? And we still have a Master Ball we need to use. We still have a Master Ball that we can use to catch whatever Pokemon we want. Dude, no, speaking of Star Wars, though, Lego Star Wars? Anyone for the GameCube? That was fantastic. Wait. Placido? Wait, am I saying that right? Is it like Placido? Is that what it is? Is that how I'm saying it? Okay, so like Plesiosaur. Yeah, it's like Plesiosaur. That's funny. I like that. I was trying to make sure I knew what I was saying. I was thinking Plesiosaur, but a part of me was also, because I'm also like a big dinosaur nerd, but I was trying to figure, I'm like, is that what you were meaning? I was making sure that I was reading it right. Yeah, episodes 1 through 3 of Lego Star Wars. That was so much fun. The TMT game for the GameCube, that was also really, really fun. That was a good time. That was a good time. All right, we'll go with please Ditto. It's a Plesiosaur. Please Ditto. Does anyone remember that like freaking early not early GameCube, early YouTube, the like the unicorns, the like Charlie Goes to Candy Mountain or whatever that was, and it's like, it's a Plesiosaur, Charlie. And he's like, oh my god. Like that classic, like, what was it? Literally, what was it about early YouTube where everyone doing some kind of animation or some voice was always like, you had to make a really high-pitched character, but you also had to do like a really weird, like, that character. Like, oh my god, what's wrong with you guys? Like, even Family Guy kind of made fun of it, because Peter did, like, when he made his duck show. This is a total, I'm going down a rabbit hole. But when, I'm just going to give this to a actually, I'm going to give it to Ditto 2. Ditto 2 needs to be able to use Surf. For no good reason. Right? Yeah, it's just early Gen Z comedy. It's just... Absolutely. It's 100% for the algorithm. But, like, yeah, it's just so stupid. Do I have Cut? Oh, yeah, I do have Cut. Man. That was dumb. Yeah, that was the funniest thing of just, like... I mean, because that's 100% right. It totally is just early Gen Z comedy. As someone who... Yeah, I'm Gen Z. Yeah, I found that out. Because I'm 97. So I'm like the year after the cutoff for millennials, but then I am the start of Gen Z, I think is what I figured out. Because I was trying to figure that out with my dad a couple weeks ago, and he found out that I thought he was a boomer, truthfully, but turns out he's not. Turns out he's Gen X, so good for him. Shout out to my dad for not being a boomer, but I still call him boomer because it's just funny. It's so weird. I had and honestly, I had a friend in college, and she put it so much better. She put it so much better that, because she was also born in '97, and she was like, you know what? No, I'm a millennial. And everyone was like, that doesn't make any sense. She's like, look, here's the thing. I grew up with a flip phone. I saw the evolution of, smart technology. I'm a millennial. And I'm like, that's kind of facts. Because we grew up with a lot of millennial things. Like, I had cable television. And so part of cable television was... I saw... I grew up with Rugrats. I grew up with... what do you call it? SpongeBob and things like that. And they weren't brand new. That's the thing. They weren't new episodes. They weren't new to me. They were new to me, but they weren't new to, the network and stuff. It was one of those things of... Yeah, what do you call it? SpongeBob had been on for... See, yeah, Rain, you're a true blue millennial. And y'all are also true blue, Gen Z. That's the thing that's weird about it. Is, I don't really feel like I am Gen Z, but at the same time, I am Gen Z, technically, if we're going off of, birth year. But I grew up with a lot of millennial stuff. I grew up with a ton... yeah, my first phone was a slide phone. I saw the evolution of everything. I remember people having a MySpace. Not for very long, but, Facebook was definitely more of, when I was younger, that's what people were getting onto that their parents didn't know about, quote-unquote. But, I don't know. It's just such a bizarre... It's such a weird thing, right? See, yeah, total Zillennial. That's also a good way to put it, is just, the Zillennial energy of you simultaneously know a lot and know nothing. Oh yeah, you gotta make fun of your group. You gotta make fun of your group. Also, because we got a good amount of people watching, I do want to plug real fast. There's a new fan review out right now on the channel. It is Pokemon What's Infinite Fusion. So check that out if you've ever been interested in what Pokemon Infinite Fusion is. It's a really, really cool game. It was really fun. So yeah, check that out. It's live now on the channel, and I'd appreciate everyone giving that a watch if you can. But yeah, no, I don't get it. It's so weird, half the time. See, that's also the thing, is that I don't think people know what's going on. Yeah, right? Because that's what some people also talk about, is that the millennial cutoff is, they remember, the big tragedy stuff that, happened. I was too younger. I was alive during that, but, I don't remember that. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's so interesting to, and it's weird, too, I think. I guess it only gets weird, in my opinion, when, there's all this stuff where people are no, this generation is, bad. I'm no, every generation sucks in some way, shape, or form. I was every generation is the worst. And I think the sooner we accept that, the sooner that we can actually do some, make some better progress as generations. At least that's my opinion. And maybe my opinion is wrong. I don't know, but... Right? But I've heard that millennials aren't even technically called millennials. They are, but they're not. It's oh, they're yeah, you're a millennial, but you they're Gen Y or something like that. I don't know. I just like the TikToks when there's people making fun of all the different age demographics. Mainly because it's funny when they get to the silent generation and it's just a really old person. They're I remember when food was a nickel. And stuff like it's just, I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. I like when people just make fun of everyone. Because it's funny. Everyone's dumb. Anyway, let's show off our new Mega Evolution to Serena. Because we beat her, and she didn't get a Mega Stone, so she can, just, you know, just be a loser. Also, her Pokemon is weak to its, like, that's what's funny about Ditto, is that this thing has a move that's weak to itself, so it's kind of like an Uno reverse card, Aerial Ace. This thing's going to be super effective. Check this out. One shot? Ah, not one shot. Why would you use Encore? Why would you do that? Fight. And why would you use a fighting type move on me? I'm not... Whatever. This is... If she wants to play this way, she can play this way. Careful, don't switch your Pignite into an Acrobatics. Pignite's not even on the party. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that, Ben. Pouring salt on my wounds. It's still fresh. Switch Pokemon. It's still fresh. It's... Yeah. Egg. Oh, man, you hit me with a super effective. Do it again. Yo, what's up, Ace Blade? Welcome back, homie. Welcome back. Also, just to gloat on her. Just to flex on her that I beat her in the battle to get the Mega Stone. Take that, Serena. Take that. Yes, yes! Electabuzz didn't get to do anything. That's awesome. Oh, it's so much fun. Also, get ready for the funniest battle you're about to see the entire night. Get ready for the... This is where I use Ditto 2. Because Ditto can't transform into other Dittos. So she's screwed. Or if it can, she can't turn in... She can't use my moves. Because I'm not supposed to have these moves. So I can just beat her Ditto up with my Ditto's moves that it's not supposed to have. And I don't think it can... I don't think it'll do anything else now. It might. Yeah, use Transform again. I don't think it recognizes that my Ditto has other moves. It should recognize Surf, though, I feel like, but maybe not. I don't know why she's doing this. And Cut, for good measure. There we go. Dude, right? I feel you, Egg. That's my same gripe with this game, is that if Mega Evolutions are so prominent, why do no gym leaders use them once you get the Mega Stone yourself? All the gym leaders need to have Mega Stones after you get your own Mega Stone. I get not giving them early on, because Megas are pretty overpowered, but seriously, for the rest of the game, every single gym doesn't... I'm only 3 gyms deep. I'm not even like halfway through the game. We're about to be on our 4th gym, but still, that's not even... It's not... I don't know. It's one of those things of like... It doesn't... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, wait, what's the question? Wait, we got your favorite, I wish Game Freak Pokemon would implement from ROM hacks list and Oh, do I have the... Oh, Ben, do I have things I dislike? Oh, homie. Yeah, I do. There's a lot of things in... My biggest dislike... That's a great question also. Shout out to you, Ben, for, like... I mean... I feel like I've answered this before. Like, people have asked whenever, especially when we play fan games, but that's that's still a good question that I just love to answer, because yeah, there's a lot of things in fan games I don't like. The biggest one My number one, I'll skip right to number one. My biggest annoyance in fan games is when someone thinks they can make a better game than Pokemon, and all they do is make it unnecessarily hard. And I'm not talking unnecessarily hard in the style of, what do you call it? Radical Red. Because Radical Red, there's a science to that. There's a science to that being incredibly hard. No, I have a problem. This thing has... Oh, crap. This thing has Levitate. I know it has Levitate because I fought it before. So we're going to go with this thing. So that's my biggest thing, is that I played... So, Pokemon Light Platinum, for example. I really did not like Pokemon Light Platinum because of how unnecessarily difficult it was and how little thought was actually put into the game, in my opinion. See, Emerald Kaizo, reasonable. What I don't like is when people make a game harder for literally no good reason. So in Light Platinum, for example, in my opinion, the problem... Oh god, am I gonna die? That was more than I thought. So my issue is with Light Platinum, I'm gonna keep saying that a million times, but no, it's literally just this dumb thing of the level scaling was super annoying. So you defeat a gym, Pokemon levels go up. Totally fine, that's normal, nothing wrong with that. Why would I make a big deal about that? My problem came from the level, it went up by like 10 to 20. It was insane. And then all the wild Pokemon would not level scale appropriately. They would only go up by 5. So whoever created it was just making your rivals and your gym leaders so unnecessarily strong. And then you have... Like, oh god, am I gonna die? That was almost bad. I didn't realize it was a feature site out. And additionally too, they had Light Platinum had bad like biodiversity, so it was one of those things of if you were going up against say a ground gym, say there was a ground gym that you were about to go up against, and all the Pokemon in the grass leading up to that gym were strong to ground. It just didn't make sense. And the same thing, if you were going up against, oh, the next town has an electric gym leader, everyone all of a sudden just had, what does Quick Guard do again? Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. I'm gonna get rid of Metal Sound, because I don't think that's necessary. But it was just so dumb. And it was just so annoying, because it was, unlike Radical Red, it was unnecessarily hard. There's no reason for it to be. It literally felt like someone went, Pokemon games are too easy. I could make a better game. All you gotta do is make it harder. I'm like, dude, and they had nothing implemented to deal with the need for grinding. Yeah, that was my first one. That was my first video that got 1,000 views. And it got like 1,000 views in the first, like, I think 48 hours or something like that. I don't think I've ever had a high like that. It was nuts. It was the coolest thing because everything else was bombing, or like just not performing where I wanted it to perform, I should say. Not bombing, but yeah. Yes, that will stick with me as one of the very first, like ROM hacks that I went through and actually reviewed and enjoyed reviewing. That has always stuck with me. Of like, it was a great first one to play in my opinion, because it helped set the stage for like, okay, there's some things about this game that are not fun to play. Like, this is difficult and there's not a lot of reason for it to be difficult. That's my thing. Like, have I played Radical Red? No. Do I understand how Radical Red works? Absolutely. And do I respect how that's been created? 100%. 100%. Oh, anything that I've had a really negative experience with? I mean, light platinum is that was pretty high. That was pretty high up there just because it is annoying. I don't like it. But anything that I really what's even bide? I don't even know what to do anymore. Yeah, no, light platinum is pretty bad. I mean, like, it's because it's also just so overly complicated. There's so many. They literally tried to shove every game into one game. It was a little obnoxious, but I'm trying to think what would be what's one that I would not recommend. Honestly, this might be kind of a hot topic. Pokemon Ambrosia. So fun fact, oh god! Oh god! I forgot that it had a whole second. Wow, that was that was so avoidable. Oh, that was so avoidable. That was just me being so. I miscounted. I can't believe I miscounted. I thought I was in the confidence of hitting bite again. I was so confident. Oh my god. Oh, how did everyone like my brain glitch just there? I just completely glitched out. R.I.P. Bob, dang it. Alright, well now we're down to team of 4. Oh man, this run is not looking promising. Oh, we're gonna have to do round 4. That's gonna suck. Oh my god, I'm just laughing too hard now. ROMs I would not recommend. Little behind the scenes fun fact, I was playing Pokemon, members know this, I was playing Pokemon Ambrosia. It's a cool game. If you are into really hard games, I would recommend it. It is very that's Bob's face. That's Bob meeting Darkrai or Giratina on the other end of everything. Pokemon Ambrosia, it was creative. It's a cool kind of take on the Johto games, but yeah, I don't know. It also felt unnecessarily hard. It made some sense for why it was so hard. I will give it that. I won't totally discredit it of like it's just too hard for no reason. Like, you can tell that it's difficult, but people did put some thought into the difficulty. I just wish they put more thought into it doesn't need to be that difficult. Am I faster than this thing? I'm not. Apparently, I don't want to continue this run. Apparently, I don't want to keep doing it. Yo, why did I thought I was I thought I was faster. I thought I was faster. God, what is happening? I don't think I got enough sleep last night. This is gonna be bad. That's a big. The fact that I couldn't do just 1 HP more. That was the perfect amount of HP for that thing to use flail on me. Yeah, thank you, RIP. Yeah, Get those guillotines rolling. Get those guillotines rolling. That's 100%. 100%. Bob is gonna... I'm not gonna get a good night's sleep now. I'm not gonna get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna be thinking about this all night. I want everyone to know that, is that I will be thinking about this, and I will be upset. Oh, goodness. So don't worry, don't worry. It's the curse of Bob. Oh, I hope not. Poor Bob. Poor Bob. But I think someone asked earlier, what fan games do I want to try? In some of the groups I'm in that talk about fan games, I do want to try Polished Crystal. I've heard that's really, really good. It's essentially Pokemon Crystal, but it's been updated. Am I going the right way? Yeah, no, that was the right way. But it's Pokemon Crystal, but you can use like new evolutions and things like that. I think from what I've kind of seen, I don't know much about it, but that one looks really, really cool. It looks like a fun way to play through. Johto, again, because Johto is a fun one that people are starting to explore. There's a really pretty... There's a really, really pretty Pokemon Emerald where it looks like Paper Mario. It's 2D, 3D. So it's like two-dimensional, but there's a lot of depth to it. Because it's like the sprites have like drop shadows and they're stacked. Like the camera angle isn't like up, it's more like this. So there's like a plane that you're kind of like viewing everything on. I don't know, it's really unique. It's really, really unique. Oh, I've seen people do Pokemon with too many types. That one looks funny. That one does look really, really funny. Where yeah, they add like furry typings. They add like stinky typings and all like it's really unnecessary, but it is really, really funny. Pokemon Too Many Types is pretty great. I haven't played it, but that is funny. I've seen videos about it. Mainly from like streamers playing it and stuff like that. That one's kind of fun. That one I think would be a fun stream game, honestly. It's so me. I know. There's so many that I'm just like, come on, that's so sad. Why did you have to do, like, they did their Pokemon dirty, but it's still pretty funny. Sly Bandito. See, that's what's funny, is that, and there's also funny type combos. So like, yeah, normal is super effective to furry. So normal finally has something super effective. Right? It's great. It's clever. It's really clever. And that's another one where I'm sure that game is equally as hard as some of the other ROM hacks I've played, due to the fact of it just feels complicated, because there's so many typings that you just don't know about. But it does look, it is funny, and I feel like that's it. It seems like it's hard because like they put a lot of thought into it. Like it's reasonably hard. I also want to play Pokemon Uranium. I'm a big fan. I've said this many times. I want more Pokemon games where we take, you know, like Shadow Pokemon, for example. Shadow Pokemon was a typing that got added as like a game-specific gimmick. So what is cool about Pokemon, you gotta be joking me. What's cool about Pokemon Uranium is that the Pokemon are like radioactive. But I think you can like purify them. I think you can cure them of their radioactiveness. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't played the game. But that one I've seen for a long, long time within the community, and I think that's one that I definitely want to check out. I'm half tempted just to restart next week because this is getting obnoxious. This is getting so utterly obnoxious. Also, shout out that we hit 600 views tonight. I mean, this vertical live streaming has been so good to me. I love this. I love this. I'm about to get political if I lose this run. I'll do my best not to let you get political. Why am I still confused though? Dude, not a single hit? Why? Why can't I land a single hit? Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. We're almost as far as in our original run, and we're just, oh god, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. Brings in more weird people. Aster, are you gonna name drop here in a minute? What's going on there? Well, that's why I have the subs only mode on, is because then it's like, if you're gonna chat, I mean, you gotta subscribe. Like, that's how I view it, of like, if we're bringing in more people, yeah, I don't want people telling me to go play Roblox. I don't want people coming in to go tell me to go play another game. I'm Pokemon all the way. I don't know. I don't really subscribe to the idea that the streamer should just play whatever game the audience wants to play. Right? Hey, why did my viewer rate just go down when Aster said that? Wait a minute. Why do we have 30 people? Now we only have 2. What's going on? Wait a minute. I like that Aster's reasoning for weird people is literally, it's hard to remember everyone. Oh my god. That's so funny. No, we're doing great. We got lots of good viewership. We're doing great on the viewership. You know, I appreciate everyone that comes through the channel. Even if you're only watching for like a minute, I still appreciate it. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. It was a joke. I don't know. It was just a joke that people got offended. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things of like, I get it. It's definitely like, that's where, I mean, even like as the streamer, like, I definitely also, I like new people adding. This was an interesting conversation, I guess. So today in the live stream bootcamp I'm a part of, I asked the question to fellow YouTubers and things like that have bigger channels than me, that have more success than me, depending on how you look at it. And I asked, like, hey, I've been getting a lot of like content that's based around subathons. And I was wondering if that was like still a thing, because it was only really big accounts like what is it, like Vinny guy, who's like a he does Pokemon stuff and things like that. So I was trying to figure out, like, you know, just okay, I mean, is a subathon a good idea? And everyone kind of unanimously was like, no, like, subathons are cool because you do get, I mean, a lot of traction. Like, you do get a lot of subscribers, obviously, because you're doing just like a lot of streaming. But the general consensus was it's not really worth it because you don't really get the value out of it long term. You just kind of wear yourself out, which if you're a big streamer and you don't stream very often, it's kind of fun. Like, there's that value to it of you can just boost your subscriber count. That's the thing is, yeah, it's 100% not sustainable. The brand manager I've been working with, who's leading all these sessions and whatnot, brought up a really good point of, if, like, it leads to burnout. It leads to really quick burnout. What's up, Team Evergreen? And so it leads to a situation of, if I'm doing a massive subathon where I'm streaming for hours and hours on end, I'm gonna be tired, and I'm probably not gonna do my normal, like, I might have to take a whole week off. So even though, yeah, I streamed for like 8 hours straight, I now don't feel like I want to stream all that much longer. So like, I take a week off, and then what happens to everyone who just subbed? They don't hang out, they don't stick around, or they forget about you pretty quickly because they saw you through this, like, through the stream. They thought you'd stream more often, and they're like, okay, never mind then. So that was like nice to hear that it was something of like, okay, yeah, like that makes sense. I like that idea of being able to not have to do those big gimmicky things. Also, RIP to both Please Ditto and Bob. My god. What's wrong with me? Release. RIP, y'all. RIP. Drop those guillotines in the chat. If you don't have guillotines, 99 cents, you can get the guillotine emote. You can get all the emotes for 99 cents. So check that out. Oh, man. I'm sad about this one. I was sad about that. Well, we got 10 minutes. I bet we can do this. 10 minutes, y'all. What's our what level do we need to get to? What level do we need to get to? What is the gym leader's level cap? What's the grass gym leader's level cap? I think last time 3 Pokemon. This is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah, they did not. Yeah, they lasted literally 25 minutes. Like, it was so bad. Or the Plesio lasted like 25 minutes. Is it 35? Please tell me it's 35. 34! Okay, sick. I can do that. Done. I think, again, last time, I think we did pretty good. And I think we had... But last time we also had more Ditto. We had a few more Ditto last time. And we had a Lapras. But I think we soloed with Lucario. I think now that we have a Mega Lucario, we're kind of at an unfair advantage. In the sense of everyone will be completely terrified of us. So let's find out what happens. But these may not be grass types. It is randomized. Remember that, Team Evergreen. We're not having to fight the most powerful typing anymore. We might if they give us a grass type to fight, but otherwise, yeah. Also, how did the grass gym not become the 8th gym leader? I mean, this gym is clearly the toughest. Not that way. Also not that way. Do I go up? I definitely don't go up. That's definitely not what I do. Oh, I go to the left. And then, yeah, I go down here. God, this is such a maze. Yeah! I'm about to say, someone's gonna get rich. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, everyone's gotta go, you gotta bet big and you gotta bet on random stuff. Not random, but an assumption. How funny would it be if they did randomize to like just a regular team, just what they normally use? That'd be pretty great. This way, right? Yeah. This is such a unique design for the gym. It's funny because it's a very playful, a very youthful gym, but then you have a really old man as the gym leader, which is pretty funny. Like that's a pretty good character where you have this really athletic gym and then just a guy with his books, which is awesome. All right, so we got 550 gold pieces on the line. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this, questers. Let's do this. I seriously think last time that I think we did really, really well. And so hopefully we can get through Ramos. Hopefully we can get through Ramos really, really easily. But we might lose it all in the last 8 minutes of stream. Did I really have you up front? This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. I'm gonna swap. I don't think that's correct. What did I use? Why did I feel like this was... What made this so easy? Do you have a move that's super effective? Okay, well, that's annoying. Does he have a psychic move? Because that would be nuts. I think I just fought it with its own moves. Okay. Now, stop being confused. Stop! What is my luck? What is my luck? Swift never misses. Come on, just constantly hit. Dude! What is my luck? What am I doing? Why? Why can't I also didn't get potions. That sucks. Why? Why can I not hit? Whenever I'm confused, why is it always that I can't land a hit? Thank you for snapping out of the confusion. Come on, man. Really? Okay. Air Cutter, is this gonna be... What do we got for this move? How's this gonna play? Man. No, yeah, third time probably is not gonna be the charm, but who knows? Who knows? We're still putting up a good fight. We're still putting up the good fight. Dude! Are you joking? Are you joking? What Pokemon did I must have used? I must have been using Lapras. I must have had some kind of ice move or some kind. Someone must have had a rock type move or something. There's no way. There's no way. Because I took this thing down easy last time, I feel like. Maybe I did use Wing Attack the entire time. Yo, this luck is gnarly. I'm having the absolute worst luck. But yet now it's kind of paying off. Now it's kind of working again. It's kind of working in our favor again. 20 bucks he heals. 20 bucks he also heals. Yep. Back to square one. Okay. Now, can I confuse him? Maybe I can confuse him and that will help. Also, shout out to everyone who's been in the poll and not telling me that I should completely give up. Shout out to the people are still responding. I hope not. Like, I hope we don't lose a Ditto. But I have a feeling we've already lost so many Ditto. Oh, so you can hit when you're confused, but I can't hit when I'm confused? Alright, I see how... There you go, there you go. I was like, take that damage. One last hit, and this has got to do it. One last wing attack. Dude, how many hyper potions do you have? 10-year-old me would be screaming that he's cheating. 10-year-old me is screaming that he's cheating, and you can't convince me otherwise. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, it was a crit hit? Nice. Well, I dig that. I dig the critical hit. You gotta be joking. Okay, hyper potion. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this was not that hard last time. We must have had a Pokemon that made this a lot easier. I feel like I'm gonna go look back in old streams and figure out what happened. Like, the very first round, not the first stream, but like, he's gotta be cheating. Absolutely, right? There's no way this old man can be this good. My luck is awful, by the way. My luck is terrible tonight. And I'm running out of potions. I think we had Lapras. And maybe Lapras had an ice type move once I think it might have learned an ice type move once it leveled up to 34. I think it learned like Ice Beam, or it learned some kind of like ice attack. which would have made this a lot easier. Wow. Timbo, welcome back, homie. I will say you're not missing much. You're missing a really struggling battle. Like, it has to be something like that. I don't know if it is, but I'll say, Timbo, bring the luck, homie, bring us home. If we can just defeat this gym leader, I'll be happy. So even my Ditto can't hit. That was a bad idea. That was too risky. But it paid off. Ooh, okay, one Pokemon down. One Pokemon down out of 3. A Matang? Okay, this is where I can switch. So Sly. It's where Sly Bandito's coming through. No, you didn't kill the Ditto last time. Ditto 2 was yeah, right? I mean, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Not even gonna give him an opportunity. Not even gonna give him an opportunity. I thought about using Sword Dance, but I'm weak to this thing, so no. Bone Rush right off the bat. Big hits. Come on, give me some big hits. There you go. One more. Yes! Oh! Let's go! Sly Bandito. Coming in clutch again. Zebstrika, keep battling. Keep battling. There we go. One more time. Do it. Run it back. Flame charge. Run it back. Oh, come on. Hit 5 times. Hit 5 times or this is over. You're joking. I needed to hit 4 times. I don't have anything. Will a super potion... Will a super potion work? Spark! I'm out of healing items, by the way. I'm gonna make that known. I'm out of healing items. So, this is where we're at. No! Flame charge. Wait! Did I live? What just happened? Yo, no way. You're joking. Yo, we lost no Pokemon. They all lived, right? Did everyone live that went into that battle? You're joking. No. Did we hold on. By sheer luck, get it? Because, yeah, he has shears. Dude. Questers, y'all. Questers, holy cow. There ain't no way, though, that I'm going to be able to win this game with these Pokemon. Ain't no shot, but shout out Timbo, W in chat. Get those emotes rolling. I gotta double check. Yes! This is what it looks like. We lost no Pokemon. Who won that? Because I think you just won like 1,000 gold pieces. Because that's nuts. That's nuts. Oh, we're totally gonna lose later. Oh yeah. This is 100% we're gonna lose later. But for now, we're still alive. And that's all that matters. Cowards for not showing the slide going all the way around. You guessed 1. That's honestly a really solid guess. That was a good guess, though. Most egg. There you go. Oh, you said 3? I thought you had the gold. So who won? Aster, did you guess none? Oh my gosh. Aster's the one that did it? My word. The rich get richer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Well, shout out Aster. Shout out everyone else for doing the bets. This is fantastic. What a great night for streaming. Holy action-packed. My heart is... it's going. It's going, y'all. It's going. But thank you all for joining me tonight. It is 10 o'clock Central Time, so it is time for me to head on out for the night. I appreciate everyone coming in and watching the stream. If you want more Quoorn's Quest, I got more awesome videos on the channel. I got a new one about Infinite Fusion. Check that out. I got more challenge videos. If you're into Nuzlocking, I don't just do game reviews. I do have some challenge videos that you can check out in the playlist down below on the channel as well. So thank you all for being here. This is so much fun. If you want more Quoorn's Quest, you can hop in the Discord as well. And yeah, there's a link in the channel description. There's a link in the live stream description and things like that. So thank you again for coming out. We got like 740 people watching this, 20 people watching in the chat right now, or in the what do you call it, in the stream right now at one time. So thank you. Even if you're just watching in the background, I appreciate everyone watching, everyone interacting. Your likes, your subscribes, they mean so much. Our poll ended with 61% of people saying they hope we don't lose a Ditto. I love the enthusiasm. I love the enthusiasm. And we also have a challenge going on right now where if I get 2,000 subs by the end of March, I will stream as a Pokemon for an entire month. And members get to pick what I dress up as based on a few parameters, so I'm not dressed up as Lopunny. So thank you all for joining me again. Seriously, this is so much fun. We'll be back next Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central, right here on Quoorn's Quest. Subscribe, hit that bell notification. And until next time, happy questing, y'all. Happy questing.